Hello students, today we will see the topic nuclear reaction and nuclear fission. Okay, see in 1919 Rutherford showed that when a suitable particle is bombarded on a stable nuclei, it can be transformed into another element. Okay, when suitable particle is bombarded on stable nuclei, it can be transformed into another element. Okay, it can be transformed into another element. Clear? Now see, when he bombarded alpha particle on nitrogen nuclei, it was transformed into oxygen. Okay, let's take the example. See, N14(7). What he did? He bombarded alpha particle, means I can take helium. Okay, what happened? It is transformed to oxygen, isotope of oxygen. Okay, plus a proton was emitted and Q, that is the energy, was released. See, it was nitrogen nuclei, it converted to oxygen nuclei. Okay, so this was how he bombarded alpha particle on nitrogen nuclei and it was transformed into oxygen. So it is again obeying law of conservation of charge and mass. You can see here 7, 2, 9, 8 plus 1, 9, and also here 14 plus 4, 18, 17 plus 1, 18. Here Q is the energy produced or energy released. In general, such equation can be written as A plus A, that will give B plus B plus Q, where Q is the energy. You can also write it down in this way: A, B, B. Okay, clear? Where A is called target nuclei. Okay, small a, that is bombarded on this target nuclei, that is called projectile nuclei. B, that is the product form, that is product nuclei. Small b, that is the emitted particle, so this was emitted. And Q, that is the energy produced or released. Okay, Q, that is energy produced or released. Now say, if the value of Q is greater than 0, it is called exergic reaction. This is called exergic reaction. And if Q is less than 0, then it is called endoergic reaction. When Q is less than 0, then it is called endoergic reaction. Now definitely you can see if Q is less than 0, okay, that type of reaction cannot occur spontaneously, right? In that type of reaction, energy must be given from outside. Okay, so this was just the general basic of nuclear reaction. See what happened? Revising this, Rutherford, what he told, that when a suitable particle is bombarded on a stable nuclei, it can be transformed into another nuclei. Okay, he bombarded helium ion, or you can say alpha particle, on nitrogen nuclei, which was seen to be transformed into oxygen nuclei. You can see here nitrogen was transformed with an isotope of oxygen nuclei. Okay, in general form you can write down this nuclear reaction in this form, where A is the target nuclei, A small a projectile. B is the product nuclei, and small b, that is the emitted particle. And Q is the energy produced or released. If the value of Q is greater than 0, it is called exergic. If the value of Q is less than 0, then it is called endoergic. Okay, so this was about nuclear reaction. So just note it down first. Now let's see the topic of nuclear fission. Now see, Fermi suggested that neutron will be a good projectile, okay, to bombard on stable nuclei. Reason, neutron will not experience Coulombian force because neutron is neutral. So it can go deep into the nucleus, right? So neutron is a very good projectile. The Fermi suggested that neutron is a good projectile as it is neutral, so it will not have a Coulombian repulsive force. Okay. Now, Hahn and Strassmann, what they observed, when neutron is bombarded on uranium, okay, it got converted into barium. Okay, so neutron bombarded on uranium, so 235 plus 1, 236. Okay, now it became unstable, it broken into two almost equal fragments, right? It is broken into two almost equal fragments. So it was observed that barium was formed. Okay, and high amount of energy was emitted or released. Okay, when neutron, and this neutron, thermal neutron, when I said thermal neutron, its energy will be equal to 0.04 MeV. So when neutron with an energy of 0.04 MeV is bombarded on uranium, it is converted into barium, it is broken into almost equal part, okay, and large amount of energy is released. This is called nuclear fission. Okay, we have already studied earlier. Okay, that when a higher nuclei is broken into smaller nuclei, then large amount of energy is released, and that phenomena is called as nuclear fission. So here there is just an example. Okay, now see here the fragments, fission fragments. Here barium, there is a krypton that is obtained, they are called as fission fragments. Okay, the product that are obtained, okay, they are called as fission fragment. They are generally again radioactive, but after beta decay or emission of beta particle, they convert into stable nuclei. Okay, the neutrons that are used, okay, sorry, the neutrons, you can say they are called as fission neutron. The neutron, they are emitted. This you can see here, 3 neutrons are emitted. They are called as fission neutrons, and the energy released, that is called fission energy. This Q value. Okay, that is the energy released. Remember, the energy released, that is almost equal to 200 MeV. Now see, we are bombarded with the thermal neutron of energy 0.04 MeV, that is releasing the energy equal to 200 MeV. That is very high amount of energy. Okay, so high amount of energy is released. Okay, and from where does this energy come? Due to the mass defect, mass difference between the mass of the product and mass of the reactant. Okay, clear? This was the product and this is the parent nuclei. The mass difference, I not say reactant, this is the parent nuclei and this is the product. The difference in the mass, that is being converted into the energy. Clear? Okay. Now the energy emitted in which form? First, energy will be in the form of kinetic energy in the fission fragments and neutron. Okay, means the fragments that are released, they will be with certain velocity, neutrons will be with certain speed. Okay, so in the form of kinetic energy, that energy is released. Later on, that can be converted into heat energy in the surrounding. Okay, that is converted into heat energy in the surrounding. If you take example of nuclear reactor, which is used to produce electricity, electric power. In that, nuclear fission is carried out in a controlled form. Whereas if I take example of nuclear bomb, Okay, there it is somewhat in uncontrolled manner. Okay, I'm repeating once again, nuclear fission. For me, it's suggested that neutron will be a perfect projectile, as it will not have Columbian force. It can penetrate deep into the nucleus. Okay, hence as freshmen, they found that when thermal neutron means energy 0.04 MeV bombarded uranium, okay, it is transformed to barium, it is broken into almost equal part, okay, and that emits very high amount of energy. This is nuclear fission. Okay, the product emitted, that is called a fission fragment. Neutrons emitted, fission neutrons. The energy emitted, that is called fission energy. Okay, the energy Q value, that is equivalent to 200 MeV. Okay, this energy is produced when the difference in the mass of product and parent nuclei. Okay, that mass difference is converted into energy. Initially, the energy is in the form of kinetic energy of the fragment, fission fragment and neutron. Later, it can be converted into heat energy in the surrounding. In nuclear reactor, the nuclear fission is carried out in a controlled manner, and in nuclear bomb, it is carried out in uncontrolled manner. Clear? This was about nuclear fission. So just note down these points.